Hello everyone, Randy here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 on Glen Isla, the challenge map between myself and Thomas McConsole. And since last episode, I've gone ahead and got our fields replanted here. Went ahead and planted canola across all the fields. And currently we're working on harvesting. Got a couple of the fields here harvested already. Haven't really spent any money. Haven't really done anything else outside of replant the fields. I know I mentioned I was going to try to log that one section up above 22 here, but looks like we must not own those. It would not let me cut very many of those down, so I decided to just skip it altogether. There was a couple that would let me cut down, but for the most part, it didn't look like I could cut them down. Just told me I didn't own this land, so just skip that. Anyway, just a reminder here, too, make sure you go over and check out Thomas McConsole's channel, see what trouble he is in over there. I guarantee it won't take you long. You can see the trouble he's in. Again, link is down in the description below for his channel. And yeah, this episode pretty much just going to be working on harvesting and replanting. Don't really have a whole lot else going on right at the moment here. Got, whoa, $442,000. Again, still debating if we should go animals or forestry here first. I'm kind of leaning towards the forestry just to kind of get that started. Again, for the challenge here, 300 logs, no auto load, all, manually done, or, well, within, whoops, wrong tab there, within reason, obviously manually done. I don't mean, like lift them up by hand type of thing, but, loader and that type of thing, of course. Okay, speaking of replanting, let's rehire the Massey Ferguson here. I had him stop because he was kind of catching up with the combine here. And already got 18 and 19 and 20 replanted already. They do need to be fertilized. Actually, I guess 20 actually has full level of fertilizer. 18 and 19 will need to be fertilized again. And of course 21 will here as well. And we're just about done with this field. We'll move on to 22, 23, and 24 here. Yeah, so far I think we're making pretty good progress. Like I said, just kind of debating if we should go animals or forestry first. Kind of, like I said, leaning towards the forestry. In fact, we probably have enough money. The thing I don't like about this, it'd be nice if I could just purchase this area here, the forestry area, but also forces me to purchase this area up here, which I think is kind of annoying. I don't really need this area up here in that field. It's just like, wow, that's like quite a ways away from our current fields. So not that useful, if you ask me. The other option, of course, we could get into some horses. I could probably purchase this area down here. And yeah, we could put a horse pen down there. And of course, getting some cows and pigs and sheep and chickens as well at some point. I did drop off some of the bales here. I do have bales sitting up here waiting for animals once we get them. There's, yeah, a load of bales on the other side of the fence there. So those are ready to go. Yeah, pretty much just working on harvesting. And of course, canola, no straw from this. At least not without a mod anyway that would add straw, so no bale in it. Just harvest it. And then replant right after it. Of course, we got the no-till seeder there. We'll have to see once. I don't think 22, 23, and 24 will need a lime. I don't think. 20 did. We'll see once what the other fields look like here. Debating, too, another thing we could potentially do is replace our current combine. Again, our current combine is severely lacking, and I do mean severely lacking. This class combine is, boy. Let's see, what do we all got here? Got your STS 70 series. Definitely like the looks of that. 9870. That's not too bad of a price either. $265,000. I don't know, might not want the duals on it. Maybe just get some row crop. Well, that's even wider yet. Row crop set. Oh, do we not have? Ah, there we go. Yeah, get like some big floater tires on it. That's actually about the same width as the duals, isn't it? Okay. No, this is a 96. Oh, it is a 9670. Okay, I thought it said 9870 there. Design standard. Oh, that puts the number on it right. Design oversized. What does the oversized do? I am not entirely sure what the oversized... Oh. Oh, okay, just splits oversized in the back. Okay, that's kind of odd. I've never seen that option before. But anyway, might have to check that combine out. Like I said, and you're backing down the field. Why are you backing down the field? It doesn't seem like you need to be doing that. But yeah, that seems like maybe a good combine to check out here in the future. Get rid of this atrocity here and maybe upgrade to a nice John Deere. I do have a couple of other Kloss combines we could try as well, but they're obviously a little bit more expensive. And I guess the advantage, maybe the Kloss combine might unload a little bit faster. I've heard that STS has a very slow unload to it. Not the end of the world, but... And it could definitely be sped up as well. You just have to find the unload speed for the auger there. I'm not sure how slow it actually is. Again, I have not tried that particular combine yet, so not sure. Yeah, I don't know. You folks can let me know. Should I go for another Kloss combine, or should we upgrade to a John Deere? You folks let me know, and there'll probably there'll be a few episodes probably before we get to it, but definitely something I think we need to do. At this point, I'm pretty much just going to stick with planting grains here. Wheat, barley, canola, soybeans, that type of thing, so I don't have to use the corn header on this combine. Somebody left a comment after the last episode, and they were saying, if this combine actually is modeled after the 1660, which presumably, looking up in Glance there, it probably are actually... This actually isn't Glance mod. This is I don't think it was called the Inspector mod. It's basically a version of the Inspector mod, but yeah, looking up in Inspector mod there, it says this is a 1660. Case International 1660. So presumably whoever built this combine built it on that combine, and they were too lazy to even change the name of it there. And if they were too lazy to change the name, probably means they were too lazy to change everything else as well. And from what I've been told, the 1660 can only handle the smallest in-game header, row crop header. Which I think is that 4-row? Yeah, the 4-row Capella. And then, of course, there's the really odd 5-row Ziegler header. 5 rows. Weird. Well, we'll bring this over to the combine here then. Truck, you're just going to stop there. Weird. Oh, cars. Not sure why he's just stopped there. I'm not going to complain, though. Traffic is definitely a little odd on this map. Again, if you want to check this map out and or join us in on the challenge, link is down below for the map, the Glen Isla map. And again, when you start your save game, if you just start one, you should have a little bit more of a complete map again, because we started this a little bit before I would say the map was probably ready. I am missing some stuff, like the barn here does not actually work as a sell point, even though it shows up as one. It doesn't work. And there's a few other gotchas on the map here as well. So, of course, what I've done is I just put a cell barn down there. You can probably, well, no, maybe I guess you can't see it from here. But I just put another barn down. Works just as well. So, yeah, rather than starting a new save game and having to deal with all that nonsense, which actually shouldn't be that bad, but... Yeah, 5,000, or no, 2,500 for a bale cell barn, I guess. Which actually, no, not, yeah, that's right. We didn't put it there. We put it down here. Bale barn. Bale barn. Oh, let's see what's here. Massey Ferguson, you're almost done planting here. Not much more to go. Like I said, not really a whole lot going on here this episode. You know, I think last episode we were like busy, and this episode pretty much just let the hired workers. I guess I could take over for the hired workers, but yeah, we'll just keep an eye on them. And we'll read some comments here in a moment. Dwayne was saying you need to lime it before you put fertilizer on. A hired worker will not work if you fertilize first. The only problem I think is if you fertilize first. Or actually not. If you lime first, then you fertilize. In my experience, I don't believe the planter's fertilizer will count, because you need to be able to remove the fertilizer with the lime. I recall correctly. Let's see. The Whisperer was asking, what firewall do you use for a mod? I'm thinking he means something different than a firewall. Not entirely sure. If he's actually talking about what firewall I do use, I just use Windows built-in firewall. Legendary Tater was saying on last episode of Ravenport there, I've never had Courseplay do that. Yeah, if you missed the last episode on Ravenport there, let's see, that was episode 95 on Ravenport. Wow, Courseplay. Wow. Yeah, wow. Don't know what else to say to that one. Jeffrey was saying when planting grass, planting does not take care of the weeds. You'll have to go back over that with the sprayer. Yes, I noticed that. I thought that was rather interesting. Planting grass, the weeds do not disappear. If you plant anything else, they do. Okay. What difference does it make if you're planting grass or... yeah, or a different crop type, but... Jeffrey was saying that Dirty 9RX reminds me of the Cat 75C. Eric was saying perfect thumbnail for the title of that episode. Again, the Derpy Courseplay. Ryan was saying, good day, Randy. ROTFL, Courseplay inventing new ways to derp. That is one ultimate derp there. You're not a kin. Not a kin there. Black Bolt was also saying, I think you found the derpiest version of Courseplay. It could be. Could be, yes. Definitely wins one there, that is for sure. I wonder if this combine needs a little repair, because I thought he actually went a little faster than that. I probably should go through all my equipment here. Yeah, you need a little repair. Been a while since I've repaired some of this equipment. Again, usually I just do it from in the shop here. Seems like it's the easiest. Once it gets down to about halfway or so, it'll let you do it in the shop. Probably just as well sell that coon planter there. Because, like I said, don't plan on planting any sunflowers, corn, any of that stuff until we get a different combine. Again, our current combine is just absolutely useless when it comes to those crop types. And I've pretty much had my fill of having to fix it. So, not going to be doing that anymore until we get another combine. Cam was saying, I've noticed in-game the hired help doesn't like to do anything on Ravenport. Just a warning for you and others. I think that's pretty much general across all maps, isn't it? Hired workers just don't like to do anything in general. That's the way it seems to be anyway. Anyway, speaking of the coon planter, let's maybe just go ahead and sell it. Where did I even leave it? It's not up here. Actually, good question. Where did I leave it? Must be on the other field here then. Let's see, that one. That one. Yep, there it is. Okay. Oh, by the way, I did finally remove the vehicle control add-on here. Thought I had removed it here a couple episodes back, but then apparently I had not, because obviously it was still showing up yet. So I did make sure I removed it this time. It is... well, it's still in my mod folder yet. I just have it deactivated. We do have it up on the multiplayer servers yet. Again, its life on there is probably very limited. But I have removed it from my save game here. One thing you notice right away here now that I have the vehicle control add-on removed, notice how my tractor just stops and stays there. Before, it would roll back down the hill, which was probably actually starting to really annoy me. The fact that you would stop with your vehicle and it would literally roll down a hill. It's like, really? That was starting to get quite aggravating. And then, of course, all the other nonsense that it would do as well. Wow, look at that. We're already up to speed. I wonder if that's because I repaired this tractor or if vehicle control add-on is gone. I was noticing it seemed like it took quite a while for this tractor to get up to speed. Like I said, maybe a repair or the fact that vehicle control add-on is no longer tinkering with the numbers in the background. DGR Farms was saying when it comes to the hired worker, it's a case. What do you expect? Valid point. Very valid point. Oh, sell point. Is this going to work as a sell point here? I see the sell icon there. I don't see a spot on the ground here for it to register. Oh, that's not sell. Oh, this one is. Okay, right. Wrong one. That is the shop one. Yes, our reliable John Deere dealership here. If you notice, McConsole seems to be having some trouble with his dealership. He's obviously changed it to a highly questionable dealership. It's, yeah, no sense repairing it. We'll just outright sell it. Oh, $46,000. Not too bad. I guess it's a nice chunk of money there. Could probably just go ahead and, well, actually, we got an 8-row John Deere header. We could hang on to the John Deere header if we're going to get a John Deere combine to go with it. Although I probably ideally would like to upgrade to a larger header. But yes, if you noticed some of the equipment McConsole has purchased lately from his dealership, I believe he had a tire fall off his wagon. And there was something else, too, I believe, that happened. So, yes, I mean, again, what does he expect when buying equipment from a Joanna Deere dealership? A brand name that should be banned and forever obliterated from history. Anyway, back to the comments here. Mr. Buck Ever was saying hello from Iowa. JC Gaming was saying, I wonder if the problem with the helper isn't just connected to the top half of the map because you're not having any problems with the middle portion of the map. Good video. Thank you very much for that. Could very well be, although at least the issues with course play, after I finished recording that episode, I did go back and, or did I do it in the episode yet, maybe? I forget. I did switch course play so it was going the short distance on the field. That worked much better. That took care of the course play issue. And then as far as the hired worker, actually, now that I think about it, I did actually have a lot more problems with the hired worker on that. It's fields 1, 2, and 3 on there. So yeah, not entirely sure what was up with that. Quite annoying, actually. Let's see, combine's not quite filled up yet. Definitely a nice large field there now that we got those fields combined. 22, 23, and 24. So it's a decent enough size field. Probably not quite as big as 21 here yet, but it's not too far from it. And again, I'm just planting soybeans across all the fields here. Not even, you know, it'll just soybeans across all of them. Make it simple. One crop type. Get this out of the way here. We'll hire the worker on the planter there a minute. Okay, and hire the worker. See how he does starting from this side of the field. The one thing I have noticed, if you start a hired worker, at least the combine anyway, from the short end of the field, especially when it's angled like this, he'll miss, as you can see there, little bits on the angled portion of the field. But he keeps going. If you start him from the large or the long end of the angled field, he won't miss anything, but he has the potential for quitting on you. Which, you know, I don't know, kind of a catch-22 there. Do you want the hired worker to harvest everything and quit on you? Or do you want the hired worker to miss a few spots and then at least he keeps going? Pretty much however you want to do it, I guess. In this case, we just we started from this end, you know, whatever. Farmer Dog was saying, use a dolly trailer on your silage trailer. It allows for more range of motion. And I pull it with a modded Warrior max 1,000 horsepower. Okay, so a little OP there, but okay. I believe the one truck I have here actually has 1,000 horsepower as well. Let's see what's here. No, not that one. Yeah, the Hulk. The Hulk, if you max it out, has, 1,200 horsepower. 1,200 horsepower. Speaking of trucks. Thinking I'm probably going to go, once we, 29,000? That's actually not that expensive. Once we need a truck on here, definitely thinking we're going to go for a, should we go John Deere yellow on there, or should green? I guess the engine on there is yellow, isn't it? But yeah, that's thinking I'll probably go with that truck there once we get around to it. And there is a trailer that goes with it too, I think. Could be wrong. Let's figure it out here. Yeah, someone in the RDAllen community that plays on the multiplayer servers made that particular trailer, so... Or truck, actually. And like I said, I thought there was a trailer that went with it. Definitely not that one. I guess that one might work. We can get it in John Deere green. Yeah, I don't know why that one won't work. But yeah, we'll have to, like I said, in the future here, when we get around to getting a truck, probably the one we'll go for. Actually, speaking of getting a truck, if we're going to be doing forestry, you're probably actually going to want to get a truck fairly soon. So that actually might be sooner rather than later. Cowboy was saying the 2008 Peterbilt mod is the best mod. When are you going to try it? Because I want to see you try it. That sounds suspicious. You want me to try mine? I don't think I have the 2008 Peterbilt, do I? I've got a Cat 660. I've got a Kenworth K100, and I have a Hulk. That, I believe, yeah, that's all the modded trucks I have at this point, isn't it? Ooh, that's actually, looks like a pretty nice truck here as well. That's, is that John Deere green? Oh, excellent choice in colors there, if you ask me. Excellent choice in colors. Ooh, only 260 horsepower. Wow, we need more than that. Come on now. There we go. 660 horsepower. Now we're talking. Right. Oh, we get some, bunch of different logos on it, don't we? Uh-huh. Ah, there we go. There we go. Nice. It has the RDAllen one on it, too. A couple different trucks I can try here. Cool. But yeah, I'll have to see if I can maybe check out that 2008 Peterbilt then. Oh, let's see. We got 21,000. I'd rather like to sell with a full load in the trailer. That way, make sure we get the best price before, you know, the price goes bad on us here. It's actually, price is actually holding the same here for this entire time. I guess that's a pretty good price, I guess. I see the oat price has come back up now. It was down to like 800 there. Obviously, after we sold all those oats there from last episode. Legendary Tater saying, I've noticed that using the hired helper with a Buster's disc, when they get to the end of the field, it acts derpy. It raises and lowers multiple times to finish a pass. Yes, I have noticed that as well. And it seems like if you put an articulated tractor on it, it rather compounds the issues with it turning around as well. Well, seeing as how we have the money here, why don't we go ahead and purchase that forestry area? I think we're going to go that route, I guess. Even though it's a chunk of money, and again, Field 9, I really don't have a use for Field 9. It's ready to be planted, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it's just quite a ways away, and we'd have to get the combine all the way up there, and oh boy. We'll make that a grass field, I guess. That might be... Well, we don't have any animals yet, though, so no real use for that, is there? Anyway, let's go look at some forestry equipment here, because we're definitely going to need some forestry machines. They're both about the same price, aren't we? Haven't tried the Komatsu yet, so we might have to try this one here. I'm assuming it's pretty much the same as the Scorpion King, but actually, I don't think I've tried either of these in Farming Simulator 19 yet. We'll have to see once how badly Giants has derped these up. Offlers? Eco Tracks. Eco Baltic. Magnum. Okay. Oh, they got a bunch of different track options. Okay. That is cool, I guess. EX. I imagine these are probably for different ground conditions. And again, not entirely sure what they would be. Magnum. Looks like those stick up quite a bit higher. Those are a little bit flatter. They got some pointy bits that stick up. Like the same type of style there. Yeah, kind of hard to see. I can't really zoom in, but you can see little square bits. So yeah, interesting. Very interesting. I don't think we probably need that, though. Go some regular Trelleborg tires on there. Not sure how unlevel or how hilly this forestry area is. Haven't really looked at that. Oh, sorry. We're in the way of the planter. I'll move. Fine, fine. No real hurry here because the planter will most likely catch up with the harvester. That's how it was on field 21 there as well. So it's like, we're in its way. Oh, well. Magnus was saying, why can't we have weight racks as an option in the shop? It would be so nice. Great video as always. Thank you very much for that. Hired helper. Oh. You quit. Why did you quit? That's odd. Been harvesting just fine, and suddenly decides to quit. Okay. Typical hired workers. As I was saying earlier, I don't think it has anything to do with the Ravenport map. It's just the hired workers in general are... Well, that's the way they are, it seems like. But yeah, as far as the comment about weight racks, there are a couple tractors that do have weight racks. Just the 8R, 7R, 6R, I don't believe have any. The 6M and the 8RT both have weight rack options. I don't think they have the 3-point hitch here, if I recall correctly. Let's see, 8RT. Yeah, the 8RT does not have a front 3-point hitch. Interestingly enough, the tracked tractors here don't have 3-point hitches, do they? So, the Challenger, the Fendt, the other Challenger here, the other Fendt. Yeah, no 3-point hitches on them, is there? Guess you can't change the weight on these, can you? It's just, that's what they come with, 810 kilos. So yeah, just a little bit of weight there. Steve O was saying Wilson grain trailers with the highest sides and lowest hoppers available will hold 1,700 bushels or 60,000 liters. Most trailers you see in the States hold around 1,000 to 1,200 bushels. Right, which puts you back around, I believe it was 30 to 40,000 liters. Again, liters, but not the 60,000 that the in-game trailer holds. So yeah, assuming the in-game trailer is modified after the largest Wilson trailer, I don't know if it is or not, then the capacity of 60,000 might be about right. We managed to get on this topic based on the fact that the grain cart here is a 2,000 bushel grain cart, which holds... That one? Yeah, the Hallmaster 2000 here should be 2,000 bushels. Holds 70,000 liters. Well, when you got a 1,000 bushel Wilson trailer that holds 60,000 and a 2,000 bushel grain cart that holds 70,000, you know you got something wrong with the math there somewhere. 007 Robert was saying, that's odd. I used the big John Deere disc plow you showed behind the very dirty 9RX, but mine leaves behind the cultivated texture. which also counts as being plowed. Doesn't bother me none, and it's possibly a mod I have in my mod folder, just haven't noticed the difference. There are different versions of that disc out, the John Deere disc that we have. The one we have, I believe, it just plows. So it just leaves the plowed texture behind. But at least back in 17, there was several different versions. There was one that would leave the plowed texture. There was one that would count as plow, but would still leave a cultivated texture. And then there was one that just plain counted as a cultivator. So left the cultivated texture, but it was just a cultivator. Didn't count for being plowed. Oh, speaking of which, let's see what's here. I do have a couple of new tractor mods here. I don't know if there's anything that'd be useful for us on here. Got a bunch of the old tractors here, by the way. For those of you who like those have been released again. So definitely check them out. They are in my mod list. Ooh, we can add GPS to it. Perfect. Something doesn't quite look right with these tires, though. They look a little, I don't know. Is it just me? Every one of those tires not quite look right. Don't quite look right, if you ask me. The John Deere 70, the 620. Yeah, those tires, I don't know. Something doesn't look right with those tires. Oh, what else? Yeah, got a bunch of... Oh, there's another there's two 620s here. 620 gas and another 620 gas. Okay. I guess that's maybe just a little bit different. I noticed this one has a little bit different tire style. Doesn't just have the smooth rim. This looks like it has a locking adjustable... I forget what style they call that again, but... The thing with most of these tractors, though, they are probably, 65 horsepower, so really not a whole lot we can do with them. And I mentioned that back in Farming Simulator 17 as well. Cool tractors, but what do you do with them? There's literally not much you can do with them in the game. 84 horsepower. They're kind of, to be honest, useless. Kind of wish the mod author, even though I know it would be a little bit on the OP side, would just bump up the horsepower. Make them 100 horsepower so we can at least pull some stuff with them. That way you can actually use them. Oh, are we in the way again? Beg pardon. Beg pardon. We'll move. We'll move. Fine. Speaking of which, we could probably unload. Oh, yeah, he's 95%. That'll fill the trailer up. And once we do get into some forestry, by the way, I'm thinking we'll probably hit the forestry pretty hard. I don't know if we'll knock out. Again, the goal is to get 300 trees. I don't know if we'll do that all at once or not, but we'll probably hit it pretty hard at first. Because my plan is I'll probably just lease either the Komatsu or the Scorpion King. So once I have it leased, we'll go to work on it and knock out as many trees as possible there. And then we can return the lease on that piece of equipment so it doesn't cost us too much. Though if we were to keep it, I don't think the daily cost on it's too bad. Just, the hourly cost. Again, I'd have to go look what it is, but it's probably somewhat expensive. Okay, and that was Cell Area 1. Definitely want to check the Cell Area with this one because there's a pretty good price difference here. Canola, Cell Area 1. So definitely making sure I sell at Cell Area 1 here for this. Notice how my tractor actually comes to a stop now without the vehicle control add-in. It actually stops. Otherwise, it was kind of always rolling backwards and forwards. I don't know what was causing that, but it was getting to be super annoying. Amongst everything else as well, of course. Why don't we just, open the whole back up? Seems like it would unload a little quicker that way. Rather than the grain door. I actually just noticed that. This one actually have an option to change what is unloading on it, the grain door versus like the whole back. I don't see one. Oh, wait. No, there it is. Okay. Tip side grain door, tip side back. I think that's probably what we want. Yeah, back. So just open the whole back up. I don't know if I accidentally changed that at some point by mistake or if that's what it was set to. Well, anyway, everyone, looking at the timer, it looks like it is about time to wrap it up for this episode. So a reminder again, make sure you wear your darkest shades when you go over and check out Thomas McConsole's channel. Yeah, just you've been warned. You've been warned when you go over there. If you go blind, well, again, you've been warned. Definitely be careful. Hazardous situations over there when you go over and check out Thomas McConsole's channel. Link is down in the description below. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching, and till next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.